Hey Aquarius, intuitive soul coach here with your November 2023 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you were new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below. All right, welcome. This is good for any and all placements of Aquarius in your chart. So the key theme showing up for you in the month of November, you have clarity and conflict. So some sort of truth coming in for you here, whether this is self-truth, internal truth. This can be a situation that's being resolved through clarity, being able to have a deep understanding of a situation here. And then we also have heart's desires. So for some of you, the conflict could be between your heart, right? A love for what you do. It could be a relationship here. It could be a passion project. Some of you are being guided here to make some decisions from the heart. This is also about heart health. So if you've had anything going on within this chakra, you may want to get that checked out, whether this is anxiety, depression, stroke, heart palpitations. There could be some heart chakra situations coming up for you. So please see the disclaimer in the description box below. But for a lot of you, this is about making some difficult choice that maybe you've been needing to make, but you haven't had the clarity to make. Now you have it, right? Clarity is showing up here, and it's not going to come to you from someone else. I feel what you don't see coming, and we pulled a card for a message from your guides, and what you don't see coming is actually your belief system, your self-talk, your prayers, that reprogramming that we all have to take inventory on once in a while and say what needs to be upgraded and updated. This is about taking a look at maybe some of those beliefs that limit you and connecting to your higher power this month. And it makes perfect sense as we navigate through Scorpio season, because Scorpio is very mystical. It can bring about mystical experiences. We can have heightened visions through meditation. So for a lot of you, you're gaining clarity through your belief system here. So things are coming to light, some sort of truth, Aquarius, solutions, answers, direction, and finally being able to understand something or know what direction to go after things being a little bit back and forth or a little bit cloudy for you. Because the conflict card, it isn't necessarily that there's going to be conflict. I feel like you're already in the midst of some sort of tug of war here, whether this is mentally, maybe it's your own mind going back and forth. For some of you, it can be emotionally, but I don't see tons of cup cards out here, except the 5 of cups here. So there could be a little bit of back and forth due to fear of loss possibly, but this is about finding solutions, overcoming those obstacles, overcoming some of those triggers. There may be adversity taking place here. There may be different views, opposing views, different opinions coming in. But remember, the only opinion here that matters when it comes to you making some choices moving forward is yours. And it may feel at this time that there's a lot of competition, or someone just isn't seeing things in a larger scope of things or scale. I'm getting some of you, even I'm hearing the word scaling back. So maybe that means you are not hanging on so tightly. You could be wanting less hours. Maybe some of you are scaling back in how you communicate or talk to someone. Whatever that may mean for you, please take it as it resonates. Now, starting off here, Aquarius, you have the 9 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. This is really a determined energy to get to that 10 of Pentacles. There's something that you've been really working towards, working forward on, but be prepared for any possibility, because something is coming in here. For some of you, this something could be an inheritance. It could be a family member. It may have to do with a family member here. It says there is so very much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement. Some of you could be contemplating when or whether to retire. You're closer than you think here. A lot of you have been struggling with maybe really working hard to get something for your family, maybe a family home, taking care of your family, maybe it's health. But you're going to have this rich and rewarding family life if you're not already in it, because you're a hard, dedicated, determined worker. Some of you are ready to harvest, in a sense. You're ready to move forward. I mean, the Nine of Wands can be the card of environmentalism, but it's also the card of having that final push, that determination to not give up, because look at that, you are closer than you think. So even though this may feel like it's a long time coming, or if it's still so much work to get there, you're going to get clarity that's actually going to help you work smarter, not harder, to achieve this. There could be a move as well, maybe a family moving closer, maybe you're moving closer to family, maybe you're taking some, scaling back so you can spend some time with your family, because you have been working really hard this month, or you've been working hard, but this month in particular, you may be kind of dropping some of those wands and saying, okay, I'm going to do what I need to do this month for myself, for my family, those I love, instead of letting other people kind of tug at you, because you may feel like you're being pulled, Aquarius, in 10 different directions, maybe at home, in your career, within your own mental conflict, friends. You may feel like you have to accomplish a lot, but you're kind of scaling back here and doing what's best for your heart, because you know that this is very important. We can't neglect our heart's desires. Next, you have the Four of Wands partnered with the Fool card. This is beautiful energy. When they show up together, there is a big celebration. Whether this is a new home, it could be abundant rewards for your hard work. So something could even be paying off this month for you. Maybe you've been putting yourself out there, applying for a million different jobs. This is one that may come in and it has the benefits. It has what you need to help secure abundance for your family, right? There's something here that's going to pay off for you. And it could be a brand new job. It could be a relationship. It may have to do with family situations. There could be a conversation. Someone could even be getting together, maybe getting married. There could be, I'm getting baptism. Okay, someone could be getting baptized as well. There could be a new baby or a new child. The time for celebration, abundant rewards for your hard work, Aquarius. So release yourself from burdensome situations. Yeah, because we see the burden that you're carrying with the Nine of Wands. You're a warrior. You're a love warrior. You're a wounded warrior. You're a spiritual warrior. You have what it takes to accomplish anything here on earth. And you have the support. You have the angelic help. You have your belief system here and your higher power guiding and helping you along the way. But there's a leap of faith required here. And this leap of faith has to do and has to go hand in hand with your belief system, I feel. It's about limiting those beliefs that hold you back, reprogramming. Again, what needs to be updated? You know that if you have an electronic device and it needs to be updated, it's not going to work as smoothly as it was if everything is, updated and, new apps, new things of that nature. So I feel for you, it's same thing goes with your beliefs. If something isn't working with you any longer, it could be slower to process things, and it may cause more challenge or difficulty, or it could even be limiting you from taking this leap. But you're looking into that this month and you're saying, what's working, what's not? What do I need to get rid of? What do I need to get clear on? What can really balance out my heart's energy here? Release yourself from those burdensome situations. Do what gives you joy. Listen to your heart and believe in yourself. There's the message there. Believe in yourself. Now I see what the conflict is, because you have here, again, with the conflict, you have the Five of Cups and you have the Devil. So there's some decisions to make here regarding this conflict, regarding some sort of a loss. Everything happens for a reason, Aquarius. So release any sort of regret that you may have and embrace the opportunities for happiness, because Happiness is showing up here in the heart center. It says search for the silver lining. So maybe you had gone through an experience that was less than ideal, because the Five of Cups can be some sort of emotional loss, maybe a betrayal, possibly a disappointment, maybe even left you feeling a little bit bitter or needing to forgive. I am getting the word forgiveness. It could have even left you in a little bit of a depressive spell. You've allowed yourself to grieve, but don't sit in that for too long. That may be the decision that you're making with the devil. Some of you, this is about you releasing yourself. That's why you have the Five of Cups, releasing yourself from that which holds you back. Yeah, because you have this new beginning here for you, but it's like just when you want to take a leap, that devil comes in, whatever you're attached to, right? It comes in. It could be fears. It could be temptations. It could be obsessions, addictions, materialism, manipulation, codependency, anything that grabs, holds us in a state of being here. It kind of holds us with that grasp. But it says release yourself from that which holds you back, and need to detox, maybe purge, let go, right? That's why you have the belief system coming in. Unnecessary worry based on maybe even a lack of self-confidence, right? Because sometimes we're just not sure that we can have this new beginning. Are we worthy of it? Do we have what it takes? Will we be seen? Will we be valued? The answer to all that is absolutely. You have what it takes. And as I said, that I seen 11:11 on the clock. So for some of you, search for the silver lining. See how this was actually beneficial to your growth and how it can actually help you versus hinder you, Aquarius. Next, you have the Seven of Swords and the Two of Wands. So when the Seven of Swords shows up, there's a better course of action available. That's what you are deciding, a better course of action. If something was rejected, denied, stolen from you, if something were to have occurred here in the past that was leaving you with a lot of tug of war, a lot of, misconceptions, a lot of conflict, a lot of strife, turmoil, anxiety, there is a better course of action available. And maybe working alone isn't always the best answer. Maybe you need to work with a professional, reach out to someone here, especially if you're in that Five of Cups. Sometimes we want to or think we must do it alone, but that's not the answer. Review all the details. And you have the Two, which is about partnership here. So make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible, Aquarius. Important partnerships with people who share your vision. Yeah, because you don't want to be with people who lie, manipulate, cheat, steal. They're unethical, immoral, right? Who wants to be in that energy? But unfortunately, sometimes we are, right? We work with those people. They can be family members. They can even live within our own homes. That's where we need to know that there is a better course of action than the one that maybe you are going on, because you have this new beginning and it's part of a family dynamic here, or wanting to do what's best for you, best for your family. Maybe it's affected your family in a big way. Okay, there was some sort of dishonesty here, I see, but I feel it's okay to partner up and trust someone who can help you make some of these decisions, help you bring your, choices to the next step here, to the next. And like I said earlier, no one can make this choice for you, but we can partner up and we can, bounce our ideas off. We can talk to a professional. We can be heard. We can be seen and valued in other ways here. And your final outcome is the Tower. I mean, this is a surprise. But what I'm getting here, because what you don't see coming here also is belief system, a lot of times this Tower is a shattering of your belief system. It literally is. And that's what I'm picking up on. So this is internal for a lot of you. Not that it's not going to affect your outer world, but this is a major revelation here that does offer you freedom. There is an unexpected change that is occurring within you because your higher power is stepping in here, right? Your belief system is being altered. You may be unlearning things that you have learned. You may be reprogramming things that really needed an update because a virus got in, right? There's a virus that came in and wiped everything out. And maybe this is about you starting over again with a new belief system. So the Tower doesn't scare me here in your reading. It should never scare us anyway. It should actually help us, prepare us for to expect the unexpected. But it says here, a sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. And yeah, some of you may have been teetering on that edge. And this is about embracing the opportunities that change brings. So whether you are changing your mind on a situation or whether someone else has had a change of heart, see the silver lining, because things are turning for you here, for you to head towards more abundance, more success, more fulfillment, more happiness, all of those things that may not feel present at its extreme, or at a high at this time. Now, when it comes to career, wealth, abundance, you have the Swords card. This is like the Two of Swords, right? Cutting corners. Maybe someone around you maybe that's part of the conflict, right? It could be at work. But there's a major breakthrough coming in here. So this kind of does go hand in hand with the conflict card, where you're going to overcome some sort of obstacle. This may have to do with a legal situation, law and order. There could be a pay cut. Or there was a pay cut. Maybe someone's defense was up. Maybe a company started to go under. Maybe you were fired or let go of a situation, or maybe you've taken some time off, needed to take time off, or you're unemployed. Okay, I am getting here that there's a breakthrough this month. If you've been looking for a job and it's been a little bit of a tug of war, this is the month where your hard work pays off, because you have the award here. So money's coming in. And some of you, because you literally have law and order of a difficult situation, and then you have winning money, if you're dealing with a legal situation this month, it's going to be favorable. It's going to offer you this new beginning, because you have the award, which is about a payoff for your effort. And we see you putting in the effort here, and we see that it leads to this 10 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Pentacles is stability, financial security, it's wealth. It is investing your time, your energy into things that, bring you happiness with the heart's desire here. This is about getting recognized for your ideas, for your worth, for your work. There's advancement here, professional work. Some of you, this is fame, right? If maybe you thought you could cut some corners, or maybe you have been struggling in a situation, I see you getting noticed. You're in the spotlight here this month. And maybe that's part of, you have the clarity, which is like that sun too. So some of you, this is influencing. Maybe you're an influencer. Maybe you have a YouTube channel yourself, or maybe you're behind the scenes. Maybe you do a podcast. But I feel like there's going to be some sort of breakthrough and award for your hard work. That does lead to the eggs, right? Starting over possibly, but it's not starting over from scratch. It's starting over in a new belief system. And that's going to actually show up in your outer world as more abundance, because your belief system is altering. Any limiting beliefs or negative thoughts that you had about a situation are turning. And that's why the tower is coming up here. This is about savings, resources, nest egg. Some of you may be in healthcare, in insurance. New opportunities are coming up. You may even be searching new healthcare facilities, maybe alternative health remedies. Some of you may even be holistic or wellness practitioners. Maybe you're looking into new insurance for your home, for your vehicle, for your life, right? Life insurance. So the eggs is coming in here for you. And that also pertains to the Fool, right? The leap of faith. So believe in yourself, listen to your heart, do what gives you joy, because you have a golden opportunity here. I'm liking this. I feel like you are definitely, you're changing, those, what are they called? A hourglass. They're actually showing me an hourglass that's being tipped upside down. So, some of you, maybe you actually have an hourglass, or you see one in the coming months. That is a big sign from Spirit that something is shifting here, because you've run out. Maybe you've run out of time. Maybe that means deadline. For others of you, I just feel like there's a fresh start, and you have new opportunities that are within the right time, like divine timing taking place here. Maybe you also pull out a game, and maybe it has one of those hourglasses in there. So again, I love that. Now, Right away, you do have the unemployment. This is only for those of you, of course, that are unemployed, or maybe you're looking for work here. I see that there is a follow-up this month that could definitely lead to a yes or a new beginning. And it could change your world. It could change everything here for you. For those of you that have been looking for a new job, then there's definitely that opportunity, because look at that. You have we're hiring, job search. So yeah, you have the follow-up, unemployment, job search, because yeah, you have expenses. You have unexpected expenses that may even have to do with insurance or healthcare. Maybe you have something to pay. Some of you may even be in the line of work. Maybe you are an accountant for a healthcare facility, or maybe you do insurance claims, something of that nature. Maybe you work in the unemployment office. Okay, for others of you, maybe you are the one that is following up with a lead or with a client. There could be, I just seen here, Google review. So some of you may be leaving a Google review, or perhaps you're looking at Google reviews. What else do we have here? Okay. There is something here with the follow-up. If you are looking at maybe houses or real estate, or maybe you're looking at online courses, maybe you've reached out to someone, maybe you're expecting an email or you want to call. I see a follow-up taking place on a situation this month, and that's going to be part of this new beginning taking place here. Now, when it comes to love, it's interesting because you had these three almost fall out together, and then on top of it, it says stay optimistic about your love life. So for some of you, you're single and this is what you're wanting. You're wanting to get to know someone. You want a companion. You want a partner. You want there to be a little bit more, passion. You want a passionate, romantic, true love, or you want to reconnect with the person that you're with because it is your soulmate energy. It says stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And again, so we have more words around positive thinking and, self-talk. That may really be something you want to be sure that you are living up to this month, Aquarius. You are the communicator. You're an air sign. There's nothing here that you can't, talk your way through or express yourself on. Other people love getting to know you because you're very rich in stories and with expression, and you have what it takes here to connect when you want to, of course. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So if communication has been lacking, I see that it's important for you to speak up this month. There's also here the opportunity for true love, but because there's some sort of tug of war, there could be some sort of opportunity. There could be someone that may travel for work. Maybe they work at a distance. Maybe they're a workaholic. I feel like there's an opportunity to be closer to family even, and you want to be closer to this person. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So passion, even though I don't see tons of cup cards out here, and the one cup card I do see isn't the best one, stay optimistic because these things are available to you. And I feel like it's coming in once you have this clarity around a situation in love. Then that tower moment strikes, and it's actually going to shift everything. Now you have some pretty powerful cards here that came out from the Shaman's Dream Oracle, and I will read to you card 20 here. But first off, you do have Deep Diver, and this makes sense because as we dive into Scorpio season, that is a very watery, emotional energy at times. And because I don't see a lot of cup cards here in your reading, but you do have the heart's desire as one of your key themes, it may be beneficial for you to drop to that heart center, spend a little bit more time on self-love, self-care, deep dive into a task, into something that you love, into a relationship, into making some healthy decisions for your heart here, okay? Because the deep diver, he's submerging. He's going below the surface here. And it's also card 10. And 10 in tarot is the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like if you are ready to take this deep dive. I just heard ready or not. So some of you are ready, but maybe you don't think you are. You are. This is a turning point for you. This is destiny and fate intervening to bring you more fortune, right? Bring you more, maybe fame for some of you with that Wheel of Fortune, but also taking a chance, diving into this leap of faith here. Next you have Fool's Embrace. Ooh, I love this because you have the Fool twice. I didn't even notice this when it came up. But the Fool's Embrace is about transmuting pain. So we see a little bit of pain here in the heart center with the Five of Cups, even though you're an air sign and you say, you know, that didn't really hurt, but maybe deep down it did, right? You can transmute that pain into something quite magical. So Aquarius, if you were dealing with someone, something, or a situation that just felt a little bit sour, right? It felt a little bit salty. What can you do to turn that into something more sweet, right? Because you know, at least if you've ever had a salty and sweet caramel bar or chocolate bar, you know that that blend can actually be quite tasteful. But I do feel for a lot of you, you're transmuting some sort of pain into your heart's desires. Maybe you're writing a book on your childhood that was difficult. Perhaps you're becoming an AODA or a counselor based on you going through some situations yourself. For others of you, whatever this painful experience is, you're learning from it and you're evaluating and you're going to transmute it into something different, okay? Because that's what we should be doing with our energy, is transmuting it. Transmuting maybe that anger into something productive. Maybe that anger that you have, or that, you know, depression that you have, you could be transmuting that emotion or that energy into something physical. Maybe you're doing more yoga. Maybe you're writing more, getting it off your chest. Maybe you're singing. Maybe you are, you know, screaming into a pillow. Whatever it may be for you, transmute that pain instead of hanging on to it, because we all know that pain that sits in the body can create dis-ease, also known as disease, which we don't want. You have the heart home. So again, you're getting a lot of energy around the heart in your key themes. But again, I don't see tons of heart because there's some sort of loss here with the Five of Cups. There is a sense of maybe a little bit of grief, maybe even a little bit of self-pity, just a little bit of disappointment, or maybe you've been betrayed here. How can we come back home to the heart? How can we speak words of compassion, but yet stand in our truth and stand in our power, even if it feels like we've been wronged here? Okay, there is heart coming in, and there's something around the home I'm sensing as well. Some of you may have had to take care of a loved one. Maybe there's a new child entering the home, or someone could be leaving the home. Maybe you're buying a new property. You could be packing up and leaving. Maybe there's been some conflict in the home dynamic. Please take it as it resonates for you. But this is about having and finding a lot more compassion this month. And as we celebrate the holiday season, if you celebrate, this is about bringing that together, right? A sense of belonging and togetherness. And your final card, which I thought was quite synchronistic with the holiday season for those of you that celebrate Thanksgiving in the U.S. or any other holidays around the world that may have to do with food. This is the Feast of Plenty card, and it says choices and their consequences. So again, Feast of Plenty, choices and their consequences. So this is card 20, which is that judgment energy as well. It's about changing your life for the better, knowing that Spirit never tires of giving you second chances, right? You have the opportunity to overcome and make new choices along the way. That's why we have free will. But of course, we have to live with certain actions that we have taken. And sometimes we live with other people's actions of consequences that they have taken themselves. But this is about options. It's about life's blessings. And the message for you, Aquarius, is this. A great feast is laid out before you and requires you to choose. What will satisfy your hunger? Something new and unconventional, with its potential for bittery or savory qualities, or something you already know you love? You are faced with a plethora of options right now, and while they may seem to be an extraordinary thing, too many choices can throw you off balance. You might be worried that once you commit, you won't be able to turn back or refuse to confront the consequences of that decision. The most important thing to realize is that the feast is offering you experience. No amount of overanalyzing or strategizing will help you make the right choice now. So don't debate the right or wrongness. Instead, just choose. If the choosing is the seed of experience, and that is what is necessary now, sour, bitter, sweet, savory, what matters is relishing the experience until you digest all that your choice is offering you right now. Only one warning. Avoid the same choice if it keeps you hungry. If something didn't feel good or does not bring you what it seemingly promised, do not choose that again. The experience will only repeat itself and you'll have more than a bad taste in your mouth. The feast is yours to enjoy. You can always go back for more when you're hungry again, for life's blessings are ever available to you and calling your name. This is powerful. I love it. It literally talks about all this that we've been discussing. So, wow, look at this. You have here the bee. Now, we know that if it's a wasp, it can sting. It can bring about a reaction. But we also know that sweet honeybees, right? They create honey and it can be sweet. So you have this dichotomy here of, sweet and sour. So I feel for a lot of you, there is a feast of plenty here. There are choices. There are, consequences. But like it says here, don't continue to choose something that leaves a sour taste in your mouth, right? Something that it's just not worth it to you. It's not, doing you any good. That may be what you're getting clear on, Aquarius. You have the feast of plenty here. And your final outcome, your final card you have is card 38, and it says to be fair. This is those Libran scales, right? This is that energy, which is your fellow air sign as well. And we just went through a major eclipse season. We went through Libra season, and Libra is in the north node on a collective level, south node on a collective level. And what it's doing is bringing balance into your life. But some of you Aquarians have been in a state of imbalance for so long that this tower is offering you balance and it may be throwing you off balance, right? You see the irony there. But what is actually happening is this tower, which I believe is literally connected to a shattering of the old belief system, which yes, can certainly affect your outer worlds, but this is bringing things back into balance with fairness, right? With truth. This is equality. It could be a legality, as we talked about. Now, we do see that for some of you Aquarians, there's some sort of legal situation or a situation that is calling for integrity, for someone to be true and aligned with their morals, right? Doing the right thing is what I feel here. And again, as that message says, it's not about rightness or wrongness, I suppose. It's about balance. It's about harmony. It is about, being able to find that energy of fairness here. That is your final outcome. That is what I have for you, Aquarius. Deep, deep energy here, but this is a power month for you. And I want you to embrace it the best that you can and know that these changes, the devil, the fool, the tower, this isn't, a little month for you. This is some big revelations, some big energies happening. And you have what it takes to take this leap of faith and have what it is that you truly are aligning with on a soul and heart level. That is what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope it resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channel messages out there to those that need it most. Please share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It certainly helps the channel grow, which I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for spending your precious time and energy here today with me in spirit. Lots of love.